YouTube, Alan back with another package and pickups video, and from a new location. The gaming throne evolved into a gaming two-seater couch, I guess. Yeah, bit of a slight changing in location, and yet the scenery seems so bloody bland and familiar. Beige. But anyway, yeah, packages and pickups. That's what you're here for, the good stuff. Yeah, so this video is going to be a bit mixture of all sorts, retro, modern. Going to be kind of clean sweeping the stuff that I missed in the last few videos. And first up, on that kind of note in clean sweeping, presents. Some birthday presents, and we have largely Xbox stuff, well, all Xbox stuff. So first up is Truth and Lies, or Truth or Lies. Tony got me this. What is he trying to tell me? Does he want to do a gameplay of this? I don't know. Seems very odd. I must quiz him more as to it, although I guess this is a quiz. Very odd pickup. More akin from what I would expect from him, it's The Reckoning, which is apparently something I've got to forge my destiny. I can't really comment on it because I don't know a thing about it, but it looks interesting. Oh, apparently you can access your bonus Mass Effect 3 themed items. What is... Yeah, I didn't show the insides, but there's some sort of Mass Effect download thing for The Reckoning. Doesn't look like Mass Effect to me. Seems a bit odd. But anyway, actually I never showed this, but it's, oh, this one's all complete. That's no lie. Bruntish. So anyway, last one up, also from Tony, and no surprise, it's Syndicate, or as he often got picked on apparently, Cindy and Kate. He loved Syndicate back in the day, so he picked me up Syndicate as a birthday present. Good on Tony. Apparently this is the executive package edition. Includes solid gold versions of all loadout, guns and co-op, Golden Dart, Chip and Vision. So it's basically got a load of extra download content. But there we go. Sealed and everything. 3 Xbox 360 games for my Xbox collection, which someday, you know what, someday I'm going to have to dig that out. But thank you to Tony for those presents. Not quite in the Christmas and birthday kind of present-y video, but better late than never. Now, video before that, I mentioned Master System games that had gotten me down to 10 to go. And I couldn't find some. Well, I found them. And first up is super common game, Tennis Ace. Nothing to write home about. It's your bog standard Tennessee sports game. Now it's complete, decent enough condition on the inside. The box is a little chipped up here. Don't know if that'll come out on camera. I'm not too sure about positioning and whatnot for this camera. And there's a tiny little tear in the insert, but that probably won't be visible. So, but really it's the box. The box could do with replacing, but the rest isn't too bad. You know, give it a clean, it'll be fine. So that was one knocked off, but when I was counting on my list, and I had like, we'll say 12 to go, including this one and the next one. With this type of title in your kind of remaining set, you're kind of going, yeah, that's good. That one is super easy. You pick that one all day long. And I actually picked it up to just basically save on shipping, because from the same seller I got this, Submarine Attack. Now, the cover is a bit worn at the top, and at the back as well it's very worn. And there's even, I don't know if it'll come across, but the spine is torn and taped up and everything, and it's water stained, it's like, ugh, not in good condition. And the King cartridge is fine as you'd expect, but there's right on the cover the manual. Now, and not to mention the box is filthy. When I bought this, and I got these both from the same seller and the next item, there was a picture up on the auction, and the picture was in way better condition. Now there was a description saying that there was some writing on the manual, but on the picture there was no writing on the cover, so I assumed he meant on the back cover or on the inside or something. I said, well, I'll live with it. Now it was only $2.99, and I think this one was, at the very most, was $1.99. We'll say it was $99, so basically a $5. But they're super common. They're not worth any more than that. But I said to him when that arrived, I says, you know what? That didn't really, like, I mean, the spine is torn up. That just didn't match what was in the auction listing. So very kind. I was really surprised because I bought stuff from him before, ages back. But his condition and his ratings were usually pretty accurate. And to his credit, you know, he said, look, fair enough, that was my mistake, I meant another version. So he offered me a full refund and didn't even ask for me to post back the game, because to be fair, it would have cost me about €4 or €5 to post this back for a game that's only worth that much, it would have been completely pointless. So that was very decent of him. And on top of that, then there was one Mega Drive game. Again, a cheapy one. We'll say I think this was $150. It's Corporation. Remember this in cool box art actually. Green meanie, we'll say. A little kind of the insert, needs to be tidied up, and I think the box is starting to come away. Can we get that? Yeah, the back of the box is lifting up. But that's just replacing the box, I guess. So, actually the tabs are gone on the box too, but it does have a manual and cartridge. But the tabbies are gone, so I'll probably want to replace this box at some point. But I just picked it up because it was cheap. I figure if you're going to pay for shipping, may as well combine the shipping to get the price down. Because I think this came to, all three of these came to, was it 10 quid? Maybe 12 quid shipped. It was around that, which might sound like a lot if you're living in the UK, because shipping would be hell of a lot less. But if I was to get one game shipped these days, it usually costs £5 on its own, just in shipping. So they're 10 quid for 3 games is not too bad. But anyway, that's kind of, so we got presents done and we got eBay hangovers done. We're really moving through them. Geez, this location I really have got me going. I just can't stop. I'm powering through all the pickups. Normally it's 20-minute waffles on each game. But anyway, eBay. A bit of a mixture here. One game here, I'll go with this one because it's a low one, for a system that I bought a while back and I've kind of neglected since. This is only the second game I've picked up for it, and believe it or not, quite badly. I haven't even tried it out that it works yet. But it's a Japanese game for a system that I know gets a lot of love, and it's kind of in the genre that it's known for. So it's Space Harrier. Again, even when I deviate onto the PC Engine, it's Sega all over, isn't it? So it's boxed, and of course has the insert thing, which is, I guess it's manual. It doesn't have the card holder. I never really liked these type of design boxes where you have to have the little sleeve or else the card just doesn't sit in. But it's not too bad. I'd rather have them boxed on the shelf than not. Sure, let's have a look at the manual, see if there's anything interesting, because sadly, I don't like the fact that PC Engine games have nothing on the back. It's quite boring. No, we got a bit of artwork going on, but nothing too dramatic. Oh, apparently you should sit 2 meters from your telly. I don't know if that'll come out. Yeah, we did that for sure. When I was a kid, if I was about 2 inches from my telly, that was far. I'd say I literally would have been about that far from the screen at times. No wonder I wear glasses. They'll tell you the levels. It's got a nice overview of all the enemies. Now, Space Harrier is by no means my favourite Sega game. It's not my favourite game, period. But I do quite, enjoy the odd blast. And I kind of said, you know what, I really should pick up another game or two, for the PC Engine and give it a proper lash. It's always a bit sad when you pick up a system and basically just leave it and gather in dust. It's a shame because it should be played. And this was only like 3 quid, something like that. It was very, very cheap. That was 3 quid tops is what it was. It probably was less. So when you're going to pick up a game for that type of price, it's worth a chance to see it, if nothing less. You can always sell it on, but I probably won't because I'm like that, and it's Sega. But anyway, I started to waffle again. Nope. Last 2 items, and also Japanese items. This time for another system, a system that I have been playing more of, and I've done a few gameplays of. I have to say, I didn't have the system and barely ever played it when it was current, but I have become quite fond of it, and it's from its actual the physical console itself to the games. There's something just interesting. It's got a great look, great feel, and I don't know. I guess underappreciated is the term I'm thinking of when I would describe this console, and it is like the team is going to be broken here. Sega. It's the Sega Saturn, and first up is Sonic Jam. So yeah, obviously I was going to want to get kind of the main Sonic game on the format. So it's not complete because it doesn't have the spine card, but it's complete enough for me. I'm not really fussed about those. And it came from Japan again, obviously in spanking condition. One of my more expensive Saturn games. I think it's cost like £8, but it's again that's cheap really. And I bundled it up with this next one too. So for those that don't know, Sonic Jam is basically Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles, and a little overworld thing to kind of tie stuff together. So you have a little museum, you have videos, you have art galleries, and you have little challenges in. It looks like a 3D Green Hill type of effect, a small little closed world, and some nice technical effects like transparent water and so on. It gave people the impression that, oh, this is kind of like the prelude to a proper 3D Sonic game. It was compatible with the 3D controller, I believe, too. So, it was certainly what people thought Project Sonic, or is that what they were calling it? Yeah, I think it was Project Sonic, was going to be, but alas, no, it never turned out to be that way. So this is by far and away the best Sonic game you can get on the Saturn, in my opinion. And it's not just a collection in a way, because it alters the games. Like Sonic 1, you can use a spin dash, you can do time attack, you can do an easy mode in all the games where it basically takes one level from each zone and builds shorter versions of the game. So it actually is a really interesting package, even if you own all the games already. And in PAL form and in Japanese format, it's not really dear, so it's well worth adding to your collection. I've played the heck out of it already, actually. Now, last up, something a little bit bizarre. A game that I was watching an auction, and I was going through. I said, "What is this? I don't recognize this name at all." So I looked up some gameplay videos, and I was like, "Okay, that's interesting." Basically, it's a puzzle type game, but it's when I thought about it, I said, "You know what? When I think of Saturn, I think of fighting games and maybe arcade racers, and maybe shoot 'em ups, of course, too." So I said, "I'm going to probably end up with a library that's sort of geared towards those genres. It'd be nice to get something else. So, let's go for this puzzle game." And in the end, I got it for a £5 bundled with that one. And it is... oh, what the hell's it called? Damn, it's in Japanese text. I think it's Kururin Pa. Emphasis on the Pa bit, because they have an exclamation. So, how am I going to explain this? First of all, I love the box art, even though it's incredibly simple. And I'm not... the back box is probably not going to come out. But basically, as I said, puzzle game. So you basically have these, what do I call them? My mind's going back. Wells, I guess, with blocks falling down. But the blocks are ropes. And the idea is to connect ropes together. And eventually a flame bit will come down. And you put connect the flame to the rope, and it will follow and burn the rope away. And you can connect explosives to it too, to kind of explode areas and things like that. Best thing to do, check up some gameplay. You never know, maybe I'll get around to doing some gameplay. It's quite an interesting game. I wouldn't pay much more than it now, because at the end of the day, it's quite simplistic. You have your one-player mode, you've got your two-player mode, and by one-player mode I mean kind of story or endless. And two-player mode is basically your versus, like your Mean Machines, your Puyo Puyo, that type of thing. So there's only so much you'll get out of it. I do believe there's a sequel with a bit more variety, but it tends to go for a little more money. So if you're unsure, this one might be worth a try, because chances are you'll pick it up for under a tenner. Yeah, interesting game, and it's an action puzzler. Oh, and it does have the English text on the front, underneath, action puzzle. Kururin-pa! No, Kururin-pa. Damn it. You SkyTink system and your bloody names. Although, didn't mention for both of these, very, very English friendly. This one, there might be a few bits of story in Japanese, but I don't really think so. It's pretty much all in English, other than understanding the controls. And this one, again, well, it's Sonic, what are you expecting? Other than the museum, which has got basically a little bit discussing each of the games, it's pretty much all in English. So, and the museum you can look up online. So yeah, if you've got a Japanese system, well worth tracking down both of these, I'd say. Certainly Sonic, maybe if you like an action puzzle, just to vary up your catalogue, you might want to give Kururin-pa a go. But anyway, I think I've said that name enough now. So there we go. a healthy stack of games for post-Christmas. Well, kind of post-Christmas. Loads of stuff. Keep me busy. So there we have it. That's it. What's it? 3, 6, 9 games. Nice and even, maybe. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks as always for watching, and don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And now I just realised, if I was even in shot for half of that, just that's the thing. I don't know if I'm in shot for all of this. Leave me feedback and let me know. But I just realised I can't get up and turn the camera off quite so easily. You'll probably see me walking across the camera right now.